Om Namo Narayani. Good morning, good evening, wherever we are all joining in from. Today we are on to week 110 and we will be looking at Sri Lalitha Narayani's names 762 to 768. Let us begin with our prayers. Om Jnana-rupāya vidmahi Shaktiyam Saya Dhimahi Tanno Shaktiyam Ma Prachodayat. Om Jnana-rupāya vidmahi Shaktiyam Saya Dhimahi Tanno Shaktiyam Ma Prachodayat. Om Jnana-rupāya vidmahi Shaktiyam Saya Dhimahi Tanno Shaktiyam Ma Prachodayat. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive Sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive Sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive Sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhyanam Sindhuraruna-vigraham Trinayanam Manikya-maulisphurattaranayaka-sekharam Smita-mukhi Mapina-vakshoruham Panibhyam-alipurna-ratna-chashakam Raktotpalam Bibhratim Saumyam Ratna-ghatastha-rakta-charanam Dhyayit Paramambikam Arunam Karunatarangitakshim Dhrutapasankusa-puṣpa-baṇachāpāṃ Animādhibhirāvratāmayūkhaiः Ahamityeva vibhāvaye bhavani. Dhyayit padmasanastham vikasita vadanam padmapatra yatakshim Himabham pitavastram karakalitasat Hemapadmam varangim Sarvalankarayuktam satatam abhayatam bhaktanam ram bhavanim Shri Vidyam Shantamurtim Sakala Suranutam Sarva Sampat Pradatrim Sakunkuma Vilepanam Chumbikasturikam Samandahasite Kshanam Sacharacha Pasankusam Asesha Janamohini Marunamalya Bhusham Bharam Japa Kusuma Bhasuram Japa Vidhau Smaredambikam Om Aim Hrim Shreem Om Namo Narayani Om Shreem Shreematre Namah Swaha Om Namo Narayani. Sri Lalitha's 762nd name. Let's begin with that. Om Shreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is the one with three eyes. Traya is three, tryambakāyai is eyes. That's one interpretation. The other interpretation for this is she is the mother of Amba, means mother. We saw Ganamba. So Trayambaka, she is the Amba for the three murtis. Three murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, here Rudra. So in the Panchakritya, she is the mother of all five. Here the mother of the three murtis of Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra. And we also see in Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Tryambake Gauri. There here Ambika is the divine, the goddess. Tryambike, the three goddesses of Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. Or it could mean the one with the three eyes there also. Tryambake. So this is, again, we are into the now. Tryambake, trigunātmikāyai. Each is the mantras embedded that are in each of the names of us. Even though the meaning sometimes may be similar, we have come across this before earlier in her 453rd name, Trinayana. Nayana is eyes, three eyes. We saw in 477. Trilochana, Lochana is eyes, three eyes. Here it is Tryambake, so three eyes, and they represent the sun, the moon, and the fire, the three lights And she is the source for the light of the sun. She is the source for the light of the moon, which comes from the sun. She is the source for the light in the fire. She is from her everything emanates, everything forms. And can also see Trambike, the three eyes of the past, present, future. She can see through Dirghakshi. She can see beyond everything than what just these physical eyes see. She can see it in the energetic realm through the entirety of the creation. These eyes we have also seen in earlier mention the energy pathways when you're in the yoga and the path of the yoga, and in the we have the Jnana Marga and all those. We see the Ida, Pingla, and the Sushumna, the right eye representing the sun, the left eye representing the moon, and the third eye, the Agnya Chakra, and the forehead, representing the fire. And it is again the Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra's energies. These are her energies, the primordial energy from her, and from the primordial energy that she is, the Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, their Shaktis are born, they are formed. And this is going to that vision. We are looking, when we look at the vision, we look at the external vision. We always think of what these eyes can see in the external world. There is an internal vision. That is what we mentioned last time, how the Siddhas are able to see into the microcosm. When we align with her and go deeper into the inner journey towards the core where she is as the Atma within each one of us, inner vision brings forth that Trambike, seeing all that, the inner vision, not just the outer vision with the physical eyes, the inner vision through the jnanam, through that wisdom, to that stillness, and to being connected with her takes us to yet another level of vision. Her 763rd name, Om Śreem trigunātmikāyai namah swaha. 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 Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who's the very essence, the Atma, the inner core essence of the three gunas, the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. And even before the gunas manifested, she exists even before that as a Shiva Shakti form. And in the 36 tattvas of creation, the manifestation, and we see she's there before, and then the differentiations happen and the three gunas manifest. And linking with the previous name, the Mother of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, each one of them represents the qualities of the gunas, Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra. And so this Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva, these are the qualities of the gunas. Like Tamas is that inertia, that dullness, and the Vishnu, the Rajas is the one of action that creates, from that maintains, that sustains. Brahma is that quality of from where that knowledge springs forth, that Sattva. So we need all these, and then only life can, the cycle of life can be there. It can exist only in the presence of guna. Just like when Maya manifests the world from the Shakti of Maya, she is, and then you need all these various different things in creation, these aspects of creation to sustain creation. And these are the qualities. She is also the Nirguna Brahman. So she is beyond the gunas, because the gunas have only originated from her. So she is there even before the guna. The Brahman that she is, the Nirguna Brahman, the unmanifest, the Brahman without any qualifications, no personification, that Nirguna Brahman. And it's often said that as we live in this world, often we have this uh, we have a mixture of all these gunas with us. And the pure ones were born, some are born enlightened right from birth, and they have only the sattva in them. Either these enlightened masters, enlightened beings, have very little karma to burn, and it's only the sattva guna. They have a little bit of that to finish, and then they go into the nirguna state. Or they come automatically in the state of Nirguna Brahman, and they need a little bit of Sattva to sustain this body. So the body needs the guna to keep it going. Like for the body to sustain, it has to be in the Maya. So it needs the to sustain from the Maya, it needs a characteristic. So it needs the gunas, and for them it is only a trace of the sattva, and when they leave, even that is offered, and they just merge into the Brahman, the Nirguna Brahman state. For most of us, for almost 99.99% of us, we have a mixture of all three. And as we evolve, it shows from the tamas to the rajas to the sattva. Like tamas is often one who is very lazy, not driven, and the mind is dull and doesn't do much, not interested much in the world. And yet we say Rudra is that state. But how can a divine at that state have something like this? Because at that state, the evolution and the creation, sustenance, and then the dissolution, the destruction has to happen. So these characters, these personalities, these gunas have an interplay. Even though Rudra in his state is with the Brahman state, he carries this post. Like we, whether our inherent quality is something, some to do that. Suppose we have this designation or some role we have to play, say in a company, whether we like it or not, we have certain rules and actions to do, and we take it on and we do it. And that is Rudra's role, to be the Tamas role of Guna, and Vishnu to sustain, and Brahma to create. And some interpretation have that not as Brahma, Sattva, creation to start first, there is the Icha Shakti. That drive has to come first. That desire has to come first. And that desire brings on the creation. So, and to maintain, to do this, that, all that is the Vishnu's aspect, which is the Rajas. Some say Vishnu is the Sattva, the heart region is where the Sattva is, and creation comes with the Rajas. And some interpretation have it that the sattvic state is the ultimate state of that jnanam, that wisdom, and that for that creation, Sattva. And Vishnu, for sustenance, you need to get this done, get that done, and that needs more of rajas in it. The other way of looking at it is here, the sattva is often in the heart. We don't say sattva here, the mind is always thinking and churning, and the heart is where the softness, the good qualities. When we talk of good qualities, we say from here. We don't say good qualities from here. Good qualities come from here, and that is again Sattva. It can be seen both ways. Her 764th name. Om Śreem svargā pavargadāyai namah swaha. 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 Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is the bestower of heaven and salvation, liberation. So when we say heaven, like we always say heaven and hell, so heaven is where we go to enjoy the good karma we have accrued in our life. So the good karma, the positive credit we have, lets us enjoy the heaven, the paradise. And it is said, the description of this svargam, which is the heaven, the paradise, is that happiness. It's that happiness that is not interrupted by pain. In this world, we have the pain and the joy admixed. So in heaven, in svargam, you have pure happiness. It is not tainted by pain. And we have attained that. We've worked and we've gained that. Like that, we have done good karma and we've accrued this happiness. And once in heaven, paradise, we've used it for that time period that it is. Like you work for 1 month, you get a certain salary, you spend it, and then you have to work again to get more salary. So you have to do it to keep creating it. So once we've used up that happiness in svargam, we have to come back to the earth to continue the cycle of samsara, the cycle of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. And what is moksha, liberation, is going beyond the cycle of birth and death, going beyond this samsara. That is liberation, salvation, moksha. And so svargā and apavarga. So because they're both in when they join together, it becomes svargā pavargadāyai. So it is svargā and apavargam. And apavargam refers to the moksha, the liberation, and the salvation. And in that state of moksha, when we go beyond the cycle of birth and death, then karma doesn't taint us, good or bad. Like the enlightened masters, they come, they go through this life without accruing karma, or instantaneously the karma is settled. If good happens, it's immediately settled. If anything bad happens, because in this life, You cannot avoid either. That is the quality of life. When it happens, it's immediately settled. It's like as it's created, it is equated. As it's created, it is equated. So if something is gained, it's given. If something is lost, it is made up. So it's like always a constant equation. So when they leave, there is no, they haven't accrued any karma, good or bad. So they go beyond to the state of apavargam, moksha. And there it means they are in the state of Satchit Ananda. So there is constant bliss. There's eternal bliss. So no karma to taint it. So it is always ever there. And tyai, she is the one who gives svargā. She is the one who gives the apavargam. So for those in the world, in the Maya, living in the realm of Maya, she gives to them the svargam, the heaven, the enjoyments, and she gives to those seekers who are who seek to go beyond the cycle of birth and death to into the realm of the Brahman, to her, to the source, she gives that also. So like we saw in the last week, she is trivargadāyai. So she is both. She gives the dharma, artha, kama, which is the enjoyment, what we have to do, the dharma, what we do here, artha, fulfilling our needs, our desires, artha, kama, our desires. And then ultimately, which is what all of us want, which is what all of us are going through in our life, the first three purusharthas. And the ultimate purushartha of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, moksha, the final fourth one, happens when our desires are fulfilled. Like we want to do something, we have to work for it. We want to rise in life, we have to put in the efforts for that, gain the skills for that, all that. Whichever line of life we are living, whichever work we are doing, whatever is our existence, and they are in the realm of dharma, artha, kama. So the first three, trivarga, she is the one who gives. And through these, when we do the right, good karmas, it takes us to svargā. So she wants her children to live happily because she has created this creation for everything to be in abundance and in joy, and to do all the things that it is fine to be in this realm of artha, kama, moksha, artha, dharma, artha, kama, because this is what 99.999% of us are desirous of, gaining wealth, living happily, our health, our family to be well, our friends to be well. So we are fully in that, and that also she fulfills. She wants her children to be happy. But when we don't follow the dharma, the first step, and we go into the realm of adharma, where we create pain for others, then we accrue the bad karma, which takes us to, instead of svargā, the naraka, which is the suffering, the pain, the hell, which is referred to. She wants her children to come to the path, to live the right way, so the path to heaven is easy. And once the soul has gone through this so many times repeatedly, even the best of things, the mind tires after a while. The best gourmet food you can have, the best of everything, the luxury, everything, finally, even the one who lives in lavish, in abundance, material wealth, everything, even we say paravidya, the vidya of life, we need to exist in this world. After some point of repeatedly going through it, the mind tires. What is happening? It has seen it so many times, it doesn't charm the mind anymore. Then it seeks more. Then it realizes that the mind keeps on going. That is the quality of the mind. And then it comes to the soul to seek the fulfilling of the soul, which brings one to the path of moksha, the fourth purushartha. And then it learns that all this is temporary, and This wants to go beyond the temporary to the permanent. And just like you have to work to gain whatever you want in the materialistic world, you have to work to get to the spiritual world, which is going to moksha. You learn to let go the attachments and the desires because they don't uh, fulfill your needs anymore. You realize this is all temporary, and when you start seeking the permanent, then that path, that journey takes you, she qualifies you and gives you that whatever is needed to take you to the apavargam, which is the state of moksha. She gives both the material and in the spiritual world. And one of the commentators beautifully says that we do all the good karma, and the good karma is like that we do is like you do the pole vaulting. You use it to rise yourself up, and then you vault over, letting go of even the good karma to vault over to the state of moksha. So that is the momentum it builds up when you do the good dharma, the kind of the strength and the good karma that brings you the good shakti, that strength to vault over to that state of permanence, to go beyond the state of the temporary to the state, to the source where she is. And that's why everything Amma always comes back to, she says, is do good things, because that good things you keep doing will set your bad debts of bad karma, and it will build up the good karma which you need for a good, happy, healthy life, and which you need again to go back to the source. So whatever it is, whether to stay in this realm of the materialistic world, in the world of maya, you still need good karma. If you want to go back to the source, again you need good karma. The enlightened masters come. What do they do? It's inherent in their nature to just keep doing the good karma, where it is they cannot do bad, because the every thought, word and action comes from that state of purity, which is her next name, and only the good can happen there. Her next name is her day 765, 765th name. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem, Om Śreem śuddhāyai, śuddhāyai namah swaha, namah swaha. Om Śreem, Om Śreem śuddhāyai, śuddhāyai namah swaha, namah swaha. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is pure, the purest, the ultimate of purity, Shuddha. And when we say Shuddha, Ashuddha is impure. And what is impure at that state when we are talking about the divine? It is everything that comes from her radiates in that state of purity. And what is not pure is ignorance. And ignorance is the darkness or the stain or the avidya, ashuddha. It is the not shuddha, not clean. And what happens is the mind, when it is pure and clean, can think only good thoughts. Only good thoughts can emanate from there. When it has impurities, a karma covers, wraps around the soul, and again that becomes avidya. being caught up in the realm of Maya because we cannot see beyond. The three eyes, Trayambaka, cannot see. That inner vision gets clouded or veiled because of the wrappings of the stains, because it's unclean. And then it reflects also in the mind. The mind gets impure thoughts, thoughts to which the mind seems it's right, but it doesn't capture the totality, and it has partial, which is the ignorance. So when we make decisions from ignorance, it will accrue, it has its limitations, and it can sometimes bring in the bad karma or limited good karma. So this Shuddha Vidya, we have seen earlier in her 25th name, early name, where we were looking at her from head to toe, her physical descriptions, praise of her. Om Śreem Shuddha Vidyankurankara Dvajapankti Dvayojwalayai namah swaha. Shuddha Vidya, so her description of her teeth, Dvaja Pankti, the two rows of her teeth, Dvayojwalai, they are like shining, radiating like the Shuddha Vidya, the purest of wisdom, knowledge. And there, the inner inherent meaning in that is the Sri Vidya in that. And without mentioning Sri Vidya here, she is Shuddha, and what radiates from her is only the purest, because the pure can only radiate the pure. It cannot do anything but that. That is its inherent nature. So she is Shuddha, the ultimate in purity. And as the mind purifies, the heart purifies, we get closer and closer to her. We also inherently have her in us, so that goodness starts coming out because there are less obstacles, less veilings, and less impurities. So as we progress in our path, this is a self-check. We can see how far have I progressed, how am I progressing in my journey. And when the impure thoughts or feelings or words, actions come, then it's like self-check, saying, is it an impurity? Am I in the right way? So it helps us to gauge us. And our masters, gurus, they know each and every devotee. It's so customized. So even though the scriptures give a generic laid out plan, what it is, the guru knows which devotee, which disciple in the path needs what. It is always a customized course for each devotee. The general is always there, and how we are progressing, what is the block, what roadblocks we've hit, all that the guru knows and gives customized advice. There are general advices, and then there are very customized advices, and that is the role of the guru, the one guru, the one who gives light, who removes darkness. That is the role of guru, and she is that. Today she'll see she's radiant. Today she's Shuddha, that pure knowledge, and she is the one who is effulgent and radiant. Her 766th name, Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākrityai namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākrityai namah swaha. Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is of that radiance, the complexion of the japā flowers. And japā flowers are the hibiscus flowers, the red hibiscus. Now we have so many variations and colors. The red hibiscus is a very special flower for her. We've seen so many other flowers referenced for her. In fact, in the dhyana shloka we read every time, we say that she is Japa Kusuma Bhasuram. The Japa Kusuma Bhasuram. Japa here is the hibiscus flower. Kusuma means flower. The Japa Kusuma is the hibiscus flower. Bhasuram. She is so radiant. She radiates because she is Aruna. That reddish hue, that rosy reddish hue, orangish hue is, we've seen the description of Sri Lalitha is that color. She is the complexion of the Japa Pushpa. She radiates that color. Or it could also have other interpretations. It could be like the flowering during the spring season. It's full of all the blooms. And then it's like it's the glowing, the beauty in the eyes. It can also mean Kubera's Vimanam. Vimanam is like the devas, angels, they have Vahanam, which we know like Durga's Vahanam is the lion. Sri Lalita's Vahanam is that. So actually in the background, what you see now, when we were asking Amma, is this Sri Lalita in the Yagam? She is not holding the description of the arrows and she has the arrows, but the Pashankusham. Amma said this is actually Durga is here in the Yagam, right here in the backdrop of the Yagam, the 1,000 days Lalita Yagam that's happening. The backdrop we have, it is the Durga form of hers that is that is overseeing the Yagam. And Sri Lalita is coming every day in each of her names in the Yagam, and it's building up with each name. And as we go to the 1,000th, her full form of all the 1,000 names, the Shakti of it is just going to emanate in that power to the whole of Mother Earth. Because each Yagam, each day's name, it is manifesting and manifesting and manifesting in such power. The quality of each name is she's manifesting in the Yagam every day, and each is a fulfillment of her name. And in the 1,000 days, in the 1,000 days Yagam, she is going to manifest in her entire full form. And Durga Ma, seated on the lion, is overseeing the Yagam. She has come in that form because whenever everything has to happen, it has to happen correctly. There shouldn't be interferences and external factors or other things to interfere with it, because we don't understand the import of it. But this is what Amma Shakti is giving to the world this time, and it has tremendous powers, grace, and blessings in it. And it has to go through these 1,000 days without any hurdles and without any obstacles. So Durgama is there watching over it, presiding over it, and Amma is there, of course, Triprasundari is there, of course. The whole grace is flowing towards a completion, and we have come to her 760's name. Another 250, we are coming closer and closer to her in her complete form. And so like that, talking about the vahanam is that, but vimanam is like the chariot is what you ride again on the ground, but sometimes they fly on the sky, that they have, like we have the jet, the flights, and different modes of transport in the sky. So Vimanam is like that, something that flies in the sky, and that is Kubera's Vimanam is also called Japa Pushpa. So it could be that, and it is reference to the qualities of the flower, the softness, the beauty, the radiance of it, the color, the fragrance of it. And one of the commentators mentions this hibiscus flower that has a few white streaks in it. And that is even more special, the full red one, and that with the white streaks in it is like the Shiva is the white streaks, and in that red she is her. So it is both the Shiva and the Shakti in that. So this hibiscus flower is very, very special for worship of the Divine Mother. Another different interpretation for Japa Puṣpa-nibhākr is ajapa. So we are coming from śuddhāyai, śuddhā japa. So the a there and the a japa is starting with a japa is merged with the a there. So instead of japa, it is a japa, because we are breaking each name. When we say it all together, then the end of the last name and the beginning of this name, if they are both a, they just merge. So there is the Japa Pushpa, and it can be seen as the Ajapa Pushpa, which is the Ajapa puṣpa-nibhākr. So Ajapa is, when we do Japa, we are like chanting. And Ajapa is, we are not chanting the mantras, we are not chanting anything. And when we don't say anything, what's happening, there is that stillness, and which is what we are all going to. So through all our turmoils and the churnings of the mind, our meditations, everything is finally to take us to the state of ajapa, where the mind can still. And Manasarovar we saw earlier is that lake in the Himalayas. It represents the stillness of the mind that is still and tranquil. The ajapa state is in that state of the stillness of the mind, where only the breath is coming in and going. So the enlightened masters, the guru, they are in that state of ajapa. They say everything, but everything comes from that state of ajapa. It's said that the breathing in and out, just in the breath, the japa is happening inherently, without even without any effort, effortlessly just happening, the ajapa, without the japa being in the state of ajapa. And she is that form. She is the ajapa form. And that form takes us beyond the state of samsara, the cycles of birth and death, because in the ajapa state, you don't create karma. You are in that state of stillness, and life just flows, and your stillness pervades through all of that. Nothing impacts you. All the changes don't impact you, because you're not in the realm of change. You're in the realm of the changeless, in the ajapa state. So, and she is that form. Her, so again, building up today, she's taken us through svargā to the heaven, and then the apavarga, taking us to that state of moksha, which needs that state of purity. And the state of purity can still the mind, come to that tranquil state. And in that tranquil state, ajapa happens automatically, and the changes don't impact. And then what happens? Her next name, her 767th name, Om Śreem Ojavatyai namah swaha. Om Śreem, Om Śreem, Ojavatyai, Ojavatyai, namah swaha, namah swaha. Om Śreem, Om Śreem, Ojavatyai, Ojavatyai, namah swaha, namah swaha. Om Śreem, Ojavatyai, namah swaha. Om Śreem, Ojavatyai, namah swaha. Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who's full of ojas. Ojas has so many qualities to it, and vitality is that quality one often refers to as ojas. It is all that brings in to form that vitality, and it's also more than that vitality. It is that glow, that strength. It is described as um, the glow, the viryam, the courage, the potency, the vitality, the strength in it, the attraction in all of that. Often when we talk of ojas, we have seen her Om Shrim Tejovatyai Namaswaha. Tejas and ojas often go together. Sometimes they are interchanged, used as interchangedly also. Tejas, someone is glowing, we say, oh, so much tejas. Someone is glowing, we say, oh, there's so much ojas. So what is this glowing? What is this? And again, there are layers of explanations to this. When tejas can reflects the glow of the soul, when the soul is radiant, when the soul is manifesting, the soul is speaking through. So that means the layers of karma, the veils have cleared, or they are clearing, there's very little. Then the shining of the soul comes through the being. And recently Amma was talking about ojas, and she was mentioning, yeah, tejas is the radiance of the soul. And what is ojas? And in Ayurveda and other things, ojas often refers to the glow of the body. How to sustain this body, you need the ojas, that vitality, that strength. And Amma gave a beautiful example of ojas. She was quoting Mahatma Gandhi ji, and when we see of Mahatma Gandhi, we look at this old man with this thick bottle glass specs, who's like slouching with a stick. He can't stand up. His skin all shriveled. His age shows through. So when we talk of ojas, we are talking of a glowing body and all that. His body is not shining, but his words are shining. His words are like drawing people. There's so much power to his words that come through him. It is this, I'm gonna call that the ojas comes through the speech. He had the ojas in his speech, even though he was old. And then we talk of, there is another interpretation, explanation for this ojas. We remember when we talked of the different chakras, the devis for each of the chakras, from the throat, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, Muladhara, and the Agnya, and beyond, the Sahasrara. And each chakra was, the deity was presiding over each dhatu. Dhatu is that the substance, the tissues that form the body. We started with the skin, tvak, and then the blood, the lymph, and then the muscles, the fat, the bone marrow, and then the Shukla Samsitai, the procreation, the sperm, and that. So these are all the dhatus that make up the body, and each deity, each chakra presiding over each of these dhatus. And of this, they say 7 dhatus. And the vitality of all the 7 dhatus, all these tissues in our body, when they are in such pinnacle of health and glowing in such perfection, they radiate that glow, and that is becomes the combined essence of all the 7 dhatus glowing is becomes the ojan, and that ojan is the 8th dhatu, they say, and the 8th dhatu ojan is the ojas, that the radiance that comes through, that shines through the body. In Ayurveda, the description of this is given in more detail from the health perspective, and it protects the body from perishing. So to sustain this body, the dhatus have to be in proper functioning. When the dhatus are in proper functioning, then the ojas comes through. So when we go for the spa treatments, all that, they say, oh, you're glowing. It varies. Is the tejas coming through? Is the soul glowing because we've released a lot of mental karma and wrappings around the soul? There are different layers of healings in that level. If it's a physical realm, again, are we releasing a lot of the aches and pains and the body is beginning to glow? There are layers again to it. There can be a admixture of both. You can see someone who is very old, almost in their, even in their deathbed or whatever. Even when you look at saints and rishis and enlightened masters in their end stage of their life, they may be suffering in pain physically. They may seem shriveled, like even Ramana Maharishi or someone, they're suffering. The ojas may not shine through, but the tejas is shining through. Even till the last moment, the glow of the soul, the radiance of the soul, the tejas shines through beyond the body realm. So here she is Ojovate. We are now looking in this name. Her radiance is all the dhatus, the whole entire form of hers is full of vitality, vigor, and that radiance. And here to share something from Connect with the Divine, Volume 1, page 1991. Amma's talking about a Hindu religion tells us that there are basically 4 stages of life. They are Gurukulam from birth to 25 years, Grihasthashram from 25 to 40, Vanaprastham, Varanaprastham also, from 40 to 60, Sannyasi from 60 years onwards. And in this, the first stage, a child undergoes education and learns values that help him to develop into an individual. In the second stage, he's busy getting married, having a family, and settling down. In the third stage, he's completing his responsibilities to his family. In the fourth stage, he learns to detach himself from the materialistic world and turns his mind and thoughts towards God. So as we go through the cycle of life, we go through our responsibilities. When we are caught up in responsibilities, we are caught up in the dharma, artha, kama. We don't have the mind wherewithal to be in the moksha state. We have our responsibilities, duties to do, and we are totally in the dharma, artha, kama in that. It is inevitable for normal enlightened masters are enlightened anyway, detached. Among all the stages, the most important one is the first stage, the stage of Gurukulam, where you're with as a disciple learning. This is because the education, the values, the situations all develop him and pave way for the next 3 stages. In this Gurukulam stage, a child has no problems. Parents take care of everything, minor or major. A child must learn to follow the path shown by the parents, which is dharma, artha, kama, which is the path that is the easy path, the flowing path, and he will be happy. This is the foundation stone and it has to be strong. So I was saying, in the first stage, if in the first stage a child is taught to be God, loving God and instilled with devotion, in stage 2 he will be able to bear these responsibilities with ease, as the fear of God and devotion. Like fear of God here meaning like going away from the alignment, doing the wrong thing, fear of doing adharma. Literally, that's what it means, the fear of doing adharma. And love for the divine will give him the strength and faith to face everything. Without this devotion and faith, man commits sin. And when a sin is committed once, it is easy to do it again. So, stage 1 is very important, and bhakti is the foundation. And why I brought this was the first stage is called also brahmacharyam. So that child is soaking in the discipleship, and when they do in the Gurukula, the child is taught the wisdom. So it's called Brahma Acharyam. So you're soaking in the wisdom of the Brahman, of the divine, of the dharmic ways, what is right. So the whole learning is both the paravidya and aparavidya, first 25 years of molding. And by the time the child is 25 years, they say brahmachari, when he comes out, he has done his course to the I and the dot and the T to that perfection. They say he's radiating, the tejas in him just glows because he's just been soaking in the knowledge of the Brahman for ever since he joined schooling. So it teaches, instills the what to be done in life and what is the purpose of this life. Everything, the blueprint is taught to the child, and he's called Brahma Acharya, meaning he's sustaining, holding in that state of Brahman. So he comes out, and when people are so focused in that, they come out, they radiate tejas and they radiate ojas. That's like the peak of youth. And you can see people in that state when their life is so dedicated, so they have nothing else to think to disturb them. Mind is very, very pure. And then once you get into the grahasthashram, then all the uh, roller coaster of life comes. And if the brahmacharyam, that Gurukulam has set a good foundation, then the roller coaster will be a smoother one. You'll have the wisdom to go through. So we can still radiate the tejas and the ojas. She is Ojovati, she is also Tejovati. Her last name for this week, 768th name of Sri Lalitha. Om Śreem Dyutidharaye namah swaha. 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 Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is the brilliant radiance that is so attractive. It's so magnetizing. She just draws you because that tejas, ojas, when we see anyone like that who's that radiant, we naturally get drawn to them. And she is the most radiant of entire everything, because from her everyone is reflecting that from her. So salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is that brilliance. Dyuti is splendor, luster, glow, light. Dhara is, we saw, the one who supports, holds it. So it can be seen as she's the light bearer. She supports that radiance. She is the light. And we saw she's the sun, moon, fire. They all get their light only from her. The tejas, ojas, everything comes from her. The body is supported, that's glowing in peak health, is from her, that glow. Any light we see anywhere, that glow, the radiance, the brilliance, is all her. It comes from her. She's the one. Dhara is not only she gives, she's the one who supports it, from which these all flow. She is also the one with Kanti, this light that is so attractive. It's like, it kind of like pulls us, magnetizes us, it pulls us to her. That beauty, that glory, that radiance, it is a quality of the soul. And when the soul connects with that, it gets automatically drawn. Like Amma says, when we go to the temple, even for that 1 second, if we stand in front of the altar, if it's a very crowded temple, you're just asked to move, and you may just stand a second or even a fraction of second, and then we have to move. In other temples, you can stay much longer in front of the deity in the temple, and that is soaking in that oneness of the divine. It has that Shakti, and when we stand in front of her, even it's a fraction of a second, the soul here gets drawn to that soul that she is, that radiance, the splendor, all that she is, and it's like it connects immediately. It doesn't take time, it's just that instant connection, and that's what energizes us. Our soul, it receives the strength, and when we get that soul strength, it builds and builds and builds. The Atma Balam comes, and it helps us go through our troubles, which we've created by our own doings, knowingly, unknowingly. It gives us the strength to do the good things, think good things, to build upon the goodness, whether svargā or apavargam. It builds up just standing in front of her, even for a fraction of a second, because she is soaking in all the mantras, all the energy, all the shaktis of that oneness in creation. And that's why it's so important to go to temples, these places of worship, because it is like the antenna that has, it is a place that has taken in all the shaktis, the powers and the blessings, to radiate it to who come there. And she's the one who radiates it all. Let us offer our chantings and our prayers to Sri Lalitha Narayani. Om Jnana-rupāya vidmahi Shaktiyam Saya Dhimahi Tanno Shaktiyam Ma Prachodayāt. Om Sarvamangala-mangalye Shive Sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Śreem Śrīmatre namah swaha. Om Śreem Śrīmatre namah swaha. Om Śreem Śrīmatre namah swaha. Om Śreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem tryambakāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem trigunātmikāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem trigunātmikāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem trigunātmikāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem svargā pavargadāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem svargā pavargadāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem svargā pavargadāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem śuddhāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem japā puṣpa-nibhākr namah swaha. Om Śreem ujjavatyai namah swaha. Om Śreem ujjavatyai namah swaha. Om Śreem ujjavatyai namah swaha. Om Śreem Dhyutidharāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem Dhyutidharāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem Dhyutidharāyai namah swaha. Om Om Namo Narayani Namah Swaha. Om Namo Narayani Namah Swaha. Om Namo Narayani Namah Swaha. Om Namo Narayani. Let us offer our chantings, our prayers to Sri Lalitha Narayani, seeking her grace, seeking her blessings to shower on all of us, all our loved ones, for all of humanity, for all the sentient beings, for the whole of Mother Earth, and for all the worlds, for us to gain this wisdom, to walk this path of spirituality, in the path of dharma, dhanam, karma, gaining the wisdom to live in this path, and become fit to receive her grace, through her grace, the gift of devotion for the divine from her, that devotion to help us connect with the divine within us, to connect with the divine within each other, to connect with the divine in the whole entirety of creation, and to always be in the state of all the soul qualities, to gain that Atma Balam, the soul strength, and to be in the state of the soul qualities of love, light, wisdom, deep peace, joy, laughter, bliss, abundance, generosity, honoring of all life forms, gratitude, forgiveness, courage, humor, skills, health, strength, harmony, purity, sincerity, integrity, all the soul qualities, with the grace and blessings of Sri Lalitha Narayani, with the grace and blessings of Sri Shakti Amma Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask any questions or post any questions if there are any questions. If there are no questions, we can end the recording. Bhagya?